Andrew Olaleye has been working on, well, he and I went through a fellowship program together many years ago, and he's now, working on an awesome company called ChatDesk. He is doing a lot of work internationally with ChatDesk as well. He's going to talk about it. I won't steal his thunder. Without further ado, and give me 5 if I get this right, CEO and founder of ChatDesk, Andrew Olaleye.
Testing. Can everyone hear me, by the way? Okay, awesome. So before I jump in, just a quick show of hands. Who all is from the South? Florida? Okay, cool. South, Florida, Georgia. I'm from Atlanta, so that's what I'm asking. Okay, awesome. So I think also, just before I begin, please just give a big round of applause for the Black Men Talk Tech team. What they're doing is amazing. Please, don't be shy. A little bit about myself before I jump in. This is a topic that is very near and dear to me. And I will walk you through my story. I'll tell you a little bit about what we've been able to do as far as building a team. But I think more importantly, and I love what Brian kept talking about, is tactically, what are some hacks that you can actually use to start thinking about building a distributed team? Let's see if this works. Awesome. So a little bit about ChatDesk. So we are a company in the customer support space. So we work with about 74, 75 companies in the retail and e-commerce space. So customers of ours include the likes of Abercrombie, Gap, Vera Bradley, all the way down to your fast-growing startup with about 10 people. We work primarily with customers in the States, but we have customers in Europe, Australia, even Africa as well. So we are based in New York. We've raised a little over $3 million, and we have 3 solutions. I won't walk through all the solutions today because that's not the topic of the discussion. But we basically work with these companies to accomplish 2 things. So the first is helping companies to scale their support more efficiently. And the second is really helping companies drive sales through customer service. Traditionally, customer service is seen as a cost center. Many companies don't invest money in customer service. What we're trying to do is help companies identify ways to build stronger relationships with their customers and also drive sales. So I'll tell you a little bit about the problem we're solving, and this is going to tie into why we thought that building a distributed team in Nigeria and Colombia was a big focus for ours. But from a lot of the customers that we spoke to, especially before I even started this company, the biggest challenge that a lot of companies face is scaling their support teams. You have businesses, if you're a solo entrepreneur, you have a retail business, and you have customers that are reaching out to you, it's very tough to reach out to them as soon as possible to answer their questions, make them feel good, and more importantly, just to build that relationship, right? And what we saw was that many companies, they take about 6 to 12 weeks to actually fully identify that they need to staff up their customer support, hire, train, onboard them, get them used to their operations and systems and products. That is entirely a lot of time and investment on someone who may be leaving you 3 to 4 months from now. Customer support is a high churn business. Most people are very young. It takes them usually around 4 to 6 months before they leave the job. What our main vision and our solution is we are helping to provide customer support on demand for companies. So let's use a company called Mented. Are you all familiar with Mented? Okay, so very good friends of mine. They've built an amazing brand and business that is focused on beauty products for women of color. And a conversation I had with one of the founders, Amanda and KJ, were, we're growing very fast. I have customers that are receiving my Facebook ads at 11 p.m. and they're asking me questions, but I'm not awake, or I can't pay for someone part-time or full-time to respond to that person's question. Well, what do you think happens if someone's reaching out to you and you don't respond to them, within a few hours? You're potentially losing that sale, right? But it's tough for founders to really grow their support team because they have to invest a lot of money and time in it. What we do is we basically give companies like Mented a way to come to our platform, find people across the US who are fans or even customers of Mented, they can see how they've been able to score and practice on Mented messages. And once Mented adds their channels to the ChatDesk system, they can basically hire freelance customer service agents across the US to answer messages on behalf of Mented 24/7. And I equate it to basically purchasing prepaid credit on a telephone. You're basically purchasing prepaid credit for customer service tickets. So a company like Mented could basically say, for this month, I need 500 tickets, and I need coverage when I need it. So I'm not paying per hour, I'm not paying per seat. Whenever a message comes in, whether it's the weekend, whether it's on a Friday night, you know that there's someone in the US that could actually help them out. And what we do is our system is leveraging machine learning to understand every type of conversation that Mented has had in the past, where now, if I'm a freelance customer service agent, I'm in Houston, Texas, Mented adds me to their team. When a customer message comes up, I know that the ChatDesk system is going to tell me the right answer. I don't need to type anything. I'm basically voting what the response is because I already know the types of responses Mented has provided to their customers in the past. Now, this piece is important because to really provide a system that supports so many different companies and you have freelance customer service experts, you're going to need a lot of scale and support to make sure that you're setting them up for success. And I'll tell you a little bit more about how we did it at ChatDesk.